Hello, another video from the White Cabinets. The White Cabinets, look how beautiful they are. Look, there's strawberry jam. It's delicious strawberry jam. I didn't know there was strawberry jam in it. That's so good. Oh, it's the best. Okay, once again, a video from the White Cabinets, this time without the video effect. Why am I here? Well, I have to tell you a little story about something I've been thinking about lately. A long time ago, when I started uploading Wolf's video archive to Bitchute, Davis came to me in a Discord chat and was all like, "Hey, dude, why are you uploading to Bitchute?" And I'm like, "What's wrong with Bitchute? What's wrong?" And he's like, "Dude, Bitchute's full of Nazis." I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's like it was made by a conservative dude, and it's got like lots of ultra conservative opinions and stuff like that, and it's like got Nazis on it." And I'm like, and I just kind of brushed him off. And so yeah, let's why did I do that? It's gonna be a bit of a long involved story here, but basically it's kind of important to the channel, so I need to tell you. So if you followed YouTube as long as I have, you know that eventually everything gets taken off of YouTube. A lot of this happens because sometimes people have copyrighted images or music in their videos, and they get censored or blocked or things like that, and this has just been going all the way back. I used to be an old school fan of The Angry Video Game Nerd and The Nostalgia Critic and Spoonie and people like that, until a lot of those guys started to suck and did bad things, and we had to make a Google document about it. Anyway, more importantly, The Nostalgia Critic's a good example here. Doug would, a lot of times, what Doug would do would take the entire movie he was doing and show you the whole movie, ruin it for you, and make jokes along the way. And it was funny, at least it was at the time. I'm not here to review Doug's material right now, but for the time, it was really enjoyable, and it was very effective and for what he was going for. And then he got taken down a few too many times, and he went to his own studio, and now he hires an entire group of people to do his skits, so he doesn't have to have copyrighted video in his videos, and it really sucks. Outside of all the horrible things that are covered in the Not So Awesome document, so yeah, and that's it's hurt his work. It's like he's kind of, it basically can't quite have the same effect of that. And this affects a lot of YouTubers. This affects people like Abridgers. It affected the abridging community for the longest time, just because their whole thing was they use clips from the anime they're working on in order to basically make their joke version of it. And they make really, really good content, and then they get taken down because frankly, the copyright laws that we have are just kind of outdated, especially for a lot of the new art forms that are coming out due to web content. So things get taken down. So actually, the reason why I download things, the reason why I have Wolf's content in the first place is because of an abridger. Ben Crichton, HBI2K of Team 4-Star. Way back on his own channel, he was getting taken down every 5 seconds, and he recommended FLV downloaders. And so that's what I use. I use FLV downloaders in order to download everything. And I do download everything. And this is where I became this sort of weird internet monk who's like, I must record everything. I must record every stupid... Oh, remember this Rickroll? I have to record it for all time. And here I am. So that's the thing. So me personally, it's like I like YouTube. YouTube's the most popular video sharing site out there. We all use it. We're all addicted to it. It's the place to go. And it's overall pretty good for those things. But it's, if you have any copyrighted material and a company is a jackass enough or have enough robots working for them, you're going to get hit. And I've already gotten hit with Wolf's content. I got the same strikes that Wolf and Mauler got for their Lost World video. Lost World Fallen Kingdom specifically. I think the Lost World one got hit too. And so a lot of the stuff is not showing up here. It's only showing up in the BitChute. That's why I've been sending you all to the BitChute. I went to the BitChute because this was a problem that I noticed, and another YouTuber I'm a big fan of started using it for a couple videos here and there. That guy is a Salieri 2, also known as Eric Gady. He's been a YouTuber for a long time. I got into his stuff because he was ragging on Channel Awesome back before the Not So Awesome document, but before the Not So Awesome document, but after they started to suck. And he actually hit up on a lot of things that were covered in the Not So Awesome document, but everybody gave him shit at the time. I love you, Eric. Always got your back, man. So Eric, he did a video about the new Jordan Peele Twilight Zone which he felt wasn't very very good, and it got taken down by, I forget which company owns the license to that. And he re-uploaded on Bitchute. He tried it out there, so I checked out his video there, and I was like, dude, this is cool. This is like a video sharing website that has a backbone about copyright. It's like you can put stuff up here and stuff like that. And it's like, so, and Bitchute for me has been very easy to use and very reliable in storing my content up until this point. And I had noticed and then we come to Davis. We come to Davis being like, hey, dude, yeah, why Bitchute? And my reaction at the time was like very blasé. I think my issue with Bitchute is I approached it from a very mercenary perspective. I'm like, this is useful for me and for my purpose right now. I don't care who I'm rolling with or who else is on there. Because it was like, I realized that this, for whatever reason, this file sharing company will allow a person to upload videos and will not take them down. And whether it be copyright reasons or because of the speech involved. And I figured a lot of people like, oh, I don't know, Alex Jones, Peter Molyneux, Lauren Southern, Tommy Robinson, and other jackasses. Yes, they are jackasses. I'm ready for the hate. Don't worry about it. For all these other asshole peoples for basically spewing fucking hate speech in every second. Yeah, like they're gonna get taken down off of YouTube. People were like, "Hey, you're saying hate speech." They're of course gonna cry censorship because they don't care what they say. But like this is a place where they can be uploaded, and if it can be uploaded for that, well, they'll upload anything, including copyrighted material. And not that I'm trying to go out of my way to use copyrighted material for my D&D games, but I know Wolf's videos have it because it's a classic video review. It's like he uses clips. It's like, and then there's nothing to stop Zephyr Universal or for some other shitty company for like, you used our clip one time, block your video. It's very frustrating. So I figured they were useful for that, and they have been useful to me for that purpose. So I just kind of blew it off at the time. I blew it off at the time, kept uploading. Then, as you all know, I disappeared for a year and a half, and came back recently and started uploading again. But now it's 2020, and now it's like this is shortly after the election's been called. Biden's won, and we're good to go. And I started looking around again at Bitchute, and I started kind of. I'm going to stop right now. I'm trying to phrase this in such a way where I'm like enlightened and I knew what I was talking about. Let me just explain what my actual reaction was. I started looking around at the about the Bitchute website and my feed. I was just going through. I was uploading a couple more gaming videos, and I was looking at the trending, and it was just like Alex Jones, Lauren Southern, this guy, and I'm like, wait a minute, these are all white supremacists. What the hell's going on here? And then I wound up looking it up on like check your there's this one website which checks your like if your stuff has bias or something like that. I'm spacing on the name right now, but I checked that out and it's like, yeah, dude, it was like formed by, it was specific. Bitchute has specifically been founded for conservatives and basically extreme conservatives, white supremacists, to basically fuel their hate speech and fuel out there. And then so I run to Davis. Davis, did you know Bitchute is run by Nazis? And Davis is just sitting there like, okay, wait, no, he's got long hair, so just this long. Wait, hold on. So this is Davis. Davis has really awful long hair right now. So Davis just sitting there like this. Yeah, I told you that, dude. And I was just like, what? No, you didn't. And just like, because what it boils down to is I'm a dumbass. I'm a dumbass, and I knew this. We had this argument, and I remembered the argument. Oh yeah, you did tell me about that. So okay, so what's the deal? So yeah, I'm not comfortable uploading my content to a site like that. I am a Democrat. I've said this many times. I can't stand Donald Trump. I genuinely, looking at people like Alex Jones, Lauren Southern, Tommy Robinson, Peter Molyneux, the Proud Boys, what these people do is they engage in conspiracy theories. They engage in conspiracy theories. They engage in right-wing propaganda. They engage in white supremacy, racism, and sexism. And they complain all day and every day that I'm being censored. I'm just expressing my... No, what they're doing is they are calling for... It's funny. It's funny. You have a right to say anything in this country. Within reason. Okay? So first of all, you can say whatever you want, but basically you got to pay the consequences for it. You say fire in a crowded building, and you cause a stampede and people die, you're going to jail. Doesn't care. Doesn't matter if it was like, oh, it's my right, whatever. Fuck you. Click. Going to jail. It doesn't. If you can't threaten to kill. Yeah, you can say whatever you want, but you threaten to kill somebody, you're gonna get locked up. And so a lot of times when we hear these cases, oh man, they took this person down for Facebook just because he said he didn't like immigrants. Motherfucker said he was gonna kill immigrants. Okay, that's what it is. It's a law of hemming and hawing, and it's hilarious. Another person I can't really stand anymore is Jeremy of Geeks and Gamers. He likes to use that clip of like the liberal, of the SJW girl crying when Trump got elected, and it's like, first of all, I wonder what the Republicans are doing a lot of right now. By the way, I'm sorry any Trump supporters who are watching this and getting pissed off, but I'm just a little bitter. But that's the thing. It's like he complains about all the stuff. He complains that like liberals like do all this complaining, and it's just like and cry victimhood. But really, conservatives. I've seen so many conservatives crying victimhood for, oh, what about poor white people? What about white people? I'm white. Things are good. All right. My life's not perfect. My white cabinets aren't perfect, but they're okay. They get the job done. There's all these layers to this that are severe, and this is a problem. This is a problem, and I'm not sure if I'm being quite as eloquent as I want to be right now, but basically I feel like all this stuff is damaging. It's harmful. It's spreading misinformation, and I don't want my content to be associated with it. And even though it's not really my content, if I'm the person running an archive of Word of Wolf and his content, I don't want his material to be associated with that either. Especially, I know he probably doesn't want, he more or less doesn't want me re-uploading his content, but I do know one thing about the guy's philosophy is he was more of a centrist than anything else. He was more of a middle-of-the-road kind of guy that listens to everybody. He wants to listen to everybody. And I don't feel like it would be appropriate to basically put his material in a place surrounded with that kind of environment. I don't feel comfortable with it. And it's really a shame, too, because I feel like, first of all, I feel like there should be some place. As much as objectionable as I find this material, I feel like there should be a place like it. If Bitchute wants to be that, if Bitchute wants to be, this is the place for conservative media, and this is what it's going to be, as objectionable as I find, as propaganda and damaging and harmful as I find it, they have a right to say it, and they have a right to put it somewhere, and they should have some kind of home for it. That's fine. I don't want that to be my home, though. And I find it a shame, too, because they are useful and have been useful up to this point for my purpose, which is just keeping this stuff up, keeping this stuff online, and a place where you all can see Wolf's content. But there's more than one problem to that. It's like, again, as an archivist, as a person who's trying to preserve his own content and other people's content, it's problematic because that's really all I need. I really just need a place to upload content where people can view it and it can be stored and taken care of. And I have a feeling that as reliable as Bitchute has been up until this point, I don't think it will be as reliable in going forward. They're constantly begging for money. And it's probably because they're having trouble finding people which will endorse them. And given the nature of a lot of their material and essentially their mission statement, I don't think they're going to survive all that long. A lot of this stuff is hate speech. A lot of the stuff is they got ISIS terrorist videos up there, and they don't take them down until someone pressures them to do it. This is not a community I want to be associated with. I don't want to be associated with the Proud Boys. I don't want to be associated with white supremacy. I don't want to and listen, again, if you're a Trump supporter, if you're someone that likes Alex Jones, if you're someone that likes all these people and you feel offended by what I'm saying, I'm sorry to offend you. But I got to be real here, and let me just say this, man. What these people are promoting is not good. It's not good. It's not helpful. It's intolerant. They scream about censorship, and they scream about intolerance. They scream about everyone else's intolerance to let them be intolerant. What kind of sense does that make? What kind of sense? How dare you infringe upon my right to hate the Jews? Excuse me? Cry me a river. Cry me a river. Cry me a river. Like you want to be hateful and you want to do things like that. That's not okay. And I don't think that's okay. And I don't condone that. And moreover, there's not going to have a network which is going to be able to support them in the long run, because no one's going to back them. If you make a de facto state of war about everybody else, you make a de facto state of war against the normies, well, then those people aren't going to back you up when the time comes. And what they're doing is harmful. It hurts people. I know a lot of people that watch my stuff are probably familiar with a lot of stuff from the 80s. If you ever watch The Never-Ending Story and you ever wonder what the deal was with the Nothing, Michael Ende, the writer of the novel, was actually a survivor of the Nazi occupation. He grew up during the rise of the Nazis, and he was actually a soldier during World War II for the Nazis, and went AWOL. And there's a lot of stuff that's in the novel of Never-Ending Story that seems like is a direct reflection of his own experiences. Bastion, like for example, it's kid friendly, but like Never-Ending Story 2 is surprisingly accurate, basically in terms of what's in the content of the book. Bastion does go through this whole thing where the witch Saida manipulates him, but what actually happens in that story is he winds up taking over Fantasia, and he starts having his picture in all the houses. He winds up becoming like a fascist dictator, and Atreyu's got to go bring him down, and that's what happens. That's all reflexive of that. And one of the best things I think is the Nothing. When Atreyu encounters Gamork the werewolf, right before they fight and they talk about it, Gamork actually explains what the Nothing is. If the things of Fantasia are human fantasy, if they're stories and dreams and things that we tell, what the Nothing is the Nothing is actually a gateway to our world. And when a creature of Fantasia goes through the Nothing, it comes into our world, but it becomes a lie. And the problem is, lies hurt people. People die because of lies. People are driven crazy because of lies. People are radicalized because of lies. And I can't be associated with that. So what does this all mean? This all means is that I'm going to slowly try to migrate all the videos I have on Bitchute away from Bitchute into a new video hosting site. I've been looking into a couple things. I'm looking into Vimeo. I've been looking into Wistia. I think I'm going to go with Wistia. And I'm going to start uploading them there. And when the time comes, once everything's up there, I'm going to make a new link video in an update video and say, hey, go here from now on for the World of Wolves content. And you should be able to find it there. And I'm also going to eventually upload all my content onto Wistia as well, just so I have a backup, because I don't 100% trust YouTube. YouTube, I love you, but I don't 100% trust you. So again, listen, if you guys are conservative, if you guys are a Trump supporter, listen, this is my worldview, man. It's like, I don't mean any harm, but I can't be associated with stuff like that, and I don't want to be associated with stuff like that. So when the time comes, once everything is on another website, I will be canceling my Bitchute account, unless the site changes drastically, gets like new ownership or becomes something different. Yeah, it's not, the Bitchute page isn't going to go for the time being, but it will be going eventually, because yeah, I just don't want to be associated with that. So, but anyway, this little update video. Again, sorry if I piss anybody off. I know it's going to happen. Yeah, go ahead, yell at me in the comments. Knock yourself out. I know, especially it's a couple days after the election. People are angry right now. Listen, for what it's worth, whoever you are in this country, you are my brothers, and I care about you. We may disagree, but we're all Americans, and so nothing but love. All right, peace out, guys. If I can actually... No, I can't stop the video. Okay, now peace out. Bye.